What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. In this particular video, I'll be reviewing, recapping, whatever, season 2, episode 2 of Empire. And shout out to my YouTube fam. And if you're not part of my YouTube fam, don't go down there and click the subscribe button and like and share this video. And real quick, I wanted to bring up also prayers to Sean, Sean Bradley's his channel. My cousin, YouTube cousins, Lady Nika, is a former Sejan Brad's been having like one of his sons is dealing with self-health problems, and I think he's in the hospital, so keep him in family prayers. And his grandmother just had passed, so please keep him in prayers, y'all. But just like I said, I just wanted to bring that up real quick before I forgot. And so we're going to get into this episode. Sorry y'all, it's almost 2 in the morning now. I be sometimes on some night out stuff. And anyways, y'all, it's October the 1st, fall, next week, exactly a week from now, be my birthday. And my YouTube cousin Marcus Williams' birthday. Happy birthday to you, the fans. We share the same birthday. And so does Nick Cannon. But that's another story. So, anyways, y'all, this episode, we're seeing more possibilities of what's going on. I want to point this out in the middle of the goddamn episode when Andre's basically trying to forgive, get back in the Empire, because, you know, they separated and all this stuff. You know, I jumped from here to there. Carolyn Wallen is sitting there, and I forgot who's the wife. Is that Andre? Or is that Lucia's real name? She's sitting there to my itsy bitsy spider, and then she leaves because, you know, Andre asking, you know, can you forgive? Do you hate me? You know, we'll get into that a little bit more detail. And then, you know, Lucia's paused for a second, and you think of this memory. So confusing me, like, who is this lady? Okay, is there a reason why he can't actually sing like the rest of the family has no talent? And can't even play kazoo that you usually get from the toy store? Is there a reason? I mean, in the real life, the man who plays Andre can sing in real life, but not his character. So, I don't know if some, you know, I'm just saying, might be some possibilities. Question, not to say everybody has to be musically talented, you know, some don't, and not, I'm just saying, you know, he's a little different out 3 boys. He's the only one that kind of is not even like, I don't know, even passionate about music like that, you know what I mean? So we never know. I mean, my dad used to be in the, you know, like I said, he never like made an album thing, but he used to do the gospel thing. And I don't know all about us, girl, but I mean, out of 3 boys, 2 out of 3, you know, sing, play instruments, stuff like that. But I mean, I know I love music. I know I can't sing worth shit and don't need to be singing. You know, like, you know, I can milli vanilli, and that's about it. But anyways, I know that's off subject. But that makes the questions like, okay, is Dwight Andre's real name or nickname or whatever? Or I don't know. No plot. So we got the beginning episode, Cookie, Andre, and Hakeem is sitting there with their one box and leaving the Empire building. They're going to start their own company. Later on, they go to see that they're back. When in between, they're talking. You know, Hakeem has been up there fucking Anika now, and banging it out on occasion, and probably in background his greatest hit, Drippity Drop. And, you know, in between, now they're there, and Cher trying to get V on the label over there. And she actually, Cookie ends up getting the exact same spot that, you know, they went to last season. The guy who always has a big ass bowl of Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles or some shit, you know, she's trying to basically take over that place. But also, like I said, they're trying to get V, the chick that sang the hell out that song from her gut, or esophagus, intestines, gallbladder, everything, okay? And so, but at the time, of course, I think Hakeem trying to bring Anika. She doesn't want to bring up Anika, and I think Andre, they're trying to get Anika because she's a good one of the top A&R executives, you know, besides being on top in other ways besides just her career. She's also probably good at being on top of slongs. Okay, but anyway, I mean, so Cookie like, I don't want to be around at heifer, gone somewhere. But still, Hakeem lies and says that, oh, Anika, she wants you there because Anika does not show her. And she ends up, like, getting V there. And V, you know, already doesn't like Anika when we go to a later scene because she's in one of the still singing, and you know, here go Anika, you know, the button behind you, behind the screen when you up the recording studio. That's great, but that's amazing, but you need to work on something else. So, you know, but V's like, I know what the heck it is. I wrote the song. And so Cookie tries talking to her, you know, came to Nika because she don't know why Nika there, but V still kind of feels some type of way like, this setup, no, she walked the tail off. We don't see the rest of the show, okay? I don't know if Miss V Veronica will be coming back this season, whatever, right? And so, to make a long story short, we got Jamal. He's in another scene. He is sitting there, you know, doing another song. We got Michael in the background cooking with seasoning and shit. A woman's interview, I think it's called Spilling the Tea or With the Tea. And she's asking questions like, you know, you got all these fans and everything. When you going to come with some music out and all this other stuff. Because also one thing is that Hakeem has an album that's still being held. And it's really one of those things that Dangle, like, unless Hakeem comes back to Empire, that's the only way he really is entitled, you know, to get the album, get the sales, you know, get that stuff out, whatever, right? And, but like I said, the whole Nika thing goes well neither around that time also. Because right before I think they get the place and rented, that's when Cookie goes to see Jamal. And Cookie is, you know, like I said, is doing this interview, and she comes in like part of it, and she's like, hey Sharon, how you doing? And okay, Jamal, we gonna sit on the patio and stuff. And you know, Jamal to a certain point, you know, he just like, what are you doing here? And Cookie was like, I'm the one who actually set up this interview and stuff, and let you know. So she tries to get Jamal to agree to give Hakeem back his album. And she's like, I know Lucius is trying to make you another him, but you're not him. And you know, Jamal had that little smirk on his face, like he couldn't hide the fact that he is like turning to his daddy, but he's still trying to be himself, or you know what I mean? And so when he goes to let his mom out the elevator, that's when she's like, no, just to let you know. And I think that's when the smile, when the door closed, probably changed to, you know, oh, really? Y'all think y'all gonna fuck with us? Okay, type of thing. Because that's what she lets him know that we're starting our own, me, Andre, Hakeem are going to start our own company before you hear it out, you know. Because Jamal never gave her an answer that he was going to let the album go any darn way, you know. And so, we got, like I said, back at the ranch where they're finally at this court and still start getting this thing set up. You know, Hakeem wants to make this damn girl group. Talking about Rainbow Sensation and stuff like that. We'll get into that a little later. But like I said, with the Nika situation also occurred. You know, Cookie in another scene, she's sitting here eating some chop suey or whatever the hell she got from the Chinese thing. And she basically still like, why is Nika here? And Andre and Hakeem is already like, what the hell? Why? Don't mess this up. Like, we really do need Nika. Because she like, why the hell do we basically need like this? You know, she got, you know, I think this Andre, and like I said, Andre Hakeem really was like, come on, mom, we really do need her. She's top of her game. And, you know, here Cookie like, well, of course she got to top her game for selling her ass, you know, selling her ass and stuff. Well, we already know last episode with her struggle twerk. and I mean, and even sometimes her ass not successful because she even slept with Miss Tomei's character, with Mimi. And I think I said Marissa Tomei's name right. Did I? Oh, Lord. Okay, so, but that even works. They still, Lucius won in the end with that. And, you know, so, but anyways, and here, Miss Nika want to remind us, like, you know, also in big ass words, let you know that she went to an exclusive university. Okay? Because she's just like this. Well, you know, talking about you with your stellar career in pharmaceutical sales, illegal pharmaceutical sales or something like that. And, you know, here Cookie reminded her, like, well, if it wasn't for women like me, then bitches like you will be on your knees on a regular for the rest of your life, just going back and forth, just slobbing on knobs. And basically Anika knew the cue, like, okay, whatever, I'm out. And they're like, why, mom? And she just like, I don't care. I don't want her here. Okay. Oh, by the way, also too, she also reminded her, besides slobbing on knobs and stuff, or even having to sleep with 20-year-olds, being under 20-year-olds, you know, referring to Hakeem and stuff like that, you know, basically like, you know, you're a pass around bitch, you know, pass around, spin around, under and over and in and out. Okay, so that ended right there. So I'm kind of wondering how long this company is going to last or how it's going to survive with Lucius. And and the outcome we seen at the end of this episode. So, anyways, y'all, we got, like I said, Jamal. Like I said, he goes to see his dad in a later scene again, and about this music thing. He asked him to get like some equipment and stuff like that, and how the Hakeem thing, how Hakeem, like this album thing, and basically Lucia's like, okay, he can have his album come back to Empire, one of them type of things, right? So he basically, because like I said, it was like 1 or 2 extra visits, and he, gets Hakeem, is like about to do some darn drive-by, comes to Bentley in front of the studio and puts the window down. Coincidentally sees Hakeem, tells him get in the car. And he just being nice about, like, don't you want to come back to Empire? And, Hakeem is kind of indecisive. And then Jamal, when he sees Cookie come outside, Cookie knows it was Jamal, he gonna roll the window up. And I think, told him to drive, but, they didn't, like, show. They went to commercial to the next scene, whatever, right? But like I said, Jamal trying to be gangster and stuff like that, but this, like I said, he just rolled the window up, just pretend like, oh shit, that's mama, and just rolled the window up. But, like I said, it seemed like a lot was like between 1 or 2 or 3 days, the way they had it. And also around this time, here Jamal is talking, and also Rhonda in the middle episode makes a guest appearance. And she decides to be basically, first Jamal trying for a drink. I don't know if he was taking a pill or anything with the alcohol, but he's saying like now he drinks more than ever. Stress! Okay, but she's like, I don't drink much like I used to. And then she basically says like Andre wants to be back with Empire. And, can you relive your heart? And then she says she's pregnant. Jamal's like, yeah, I'm gonna be uncle, babies. That's pretty much how he is. And then when she's hugging him, when she says that to comment, she just has it look like, I'm saying this, just to be saying it. Just like when she killed Vernon or helped kill Vernon, last season. And now she's saying pregnant. So that way there's a better chance that, Jamal will put a good word or help him get back in the company. Because she's basically like, I ain't feeling it. He ain't taking his meds. Whatever else going on in their household. So, also around the time, like I said, Hakeem wants to make this damn girl group and stuff. And, Andre's like, okay, you gotta get back to making music and stuff like that. And, Hakeem is like, my creative thing is, well, Chicken is back. And she grew some hair, and she looked like, I don't know why. It's like, first she was like more, not say gothic, or kind of like, yeah, seemed like she was more so gothic. Now she's like wearing fall, springy clothes and all this stuff, and more her model side. The next American Next Top Model came back. I'm like, wait a minute, okay. But anyways, she's helping them audition for these girl groups, and a lot of these girls are singing Cake, Lollipops, and they whatever. Okay, a frog and a cricket is in their throats, and they are having a fucking fight. Okay, in them. Okay, stuck in them, right? And so the one particular girl is Eric. I don't know if she's just like was in this episode. I don't know if she's going to come back out because she's like this. She sing. Yeah, she was nice about it, but she sing. But he's like, oh, you already got 3 girls in this group, and but you basically a special possible person contender or whatever he was saying, and then she just like. Girl group, I'm everything myself. I ain't got time for this. Blah 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 blah. But she walks out. But she ends up later on the episode. I noticed like now she auditioned there. Okay, so she already knows that had nothing to do with Empire. So I don't know if this is placed by Lucius or Jamal, because when he's thinking about going to Empire after Jamal talks to him, the first or second time, whatever, during this episode. When he's talking about thinking about going there and stuff like that, and they're talking, and of course he got her in a jacuzzi and whatever, and they about to have sex, whatever, or just did or whatever. He's thinking about going to Empire, and she's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind going over there and blah 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 blah. Now Empire is legendary and all this other stuff. So I'm thinking like, but bitch, you up there rehearsing and performing over there, and wherever they trying to come up with, which is supposed to be what the Lion Dynasty is supposed to be the name. That Cookie chose at the end at the space they're trying to rent out. So yeah, but yeah, I just find it interesting, So I don't know if she's a plot or just some extra person they added to the show. I don't know. So yeah, so Anyways, y'all, we gonna get into the Lucius thing and this lord named Thirsty. I mean, ain't nothing thirsty about that dude, because he got all the hooks, you know, and the plug. It really should have been his name being called. Oh, shit. But anyways, unless he means thirsty, because he'll get to the core of getting information that needs to get people off that have no fucking business getting the fuck out of jail or whatever. He makes shit happen by any means necessary. Okay. So Lucius, like I said one time, now he was trying to get his meds later on, early, somehow in the middle of this episode. And what happened was that the authorization paper to get this certain medication was not in there. So we see later on there, outside, and, he start rapping the song, and it was snitching ass bitches. And Luda, first you see Petey Pablo, and then I thought about it. Petey Pablo did used to work with Timbaland, I think, during the first album. Put me, raise your hands up or something. I forgot. North Carolina. If y'all look that up, I ain't about to say get copyright. Oh gosh. But if y'all remember. And I thought about it. Petey Pablo was in the first episode, and that's what I'm thinking, like, maybe that's why we see Petey Pablo. Is maybe him and Timbaland got cool back, or like Timbaland be on the show. But anyways, while they doing this song, he's starting to get it flowing with the snitching ass bitch, cooling to some dude. I don't know if they were all the dudes from that got rid of Frank in the first episode, but I do remember the one dude that was going to do music, that he just wanted his music to be heard, and that was going to be way to be paid off, whatever, right? So Luda playing the cop this thing, and he just got this hatred from Lou, and looks, like the inmates, as numbers, and nothing more than numbers, and under the sole of his shoes, under that, whatever. So, anyways, y'all, he's basically like this. What is y'all doing, or something like that? By that time he noticed that Lucius is beginning to cough, and the dudes around his goon squad is like, "What's wrong?" and blah blah blah. Lucius trying to like play it off, and then here go Lucius carrying it like, what's wrong? Something wrong with you, boy? Just call them boys and all this other stuff. And he like, it's my playground. Basically tell them I think they had to leave the premise because he threatened like, or send them back to their cells, whatever, or something like that. But he like, this my playground, this my basketball court, this and that. What you got in your books belongs to me. That type of shit, whatever. Just power, abuse of power, abuse of power, And we see in a later scene that we see with Lucius, he going past by him, and he kind of directly let him know, like, if you cooperate, then you can have your meds back. You're zero fucks given about you, whatever, but you know that. Because this guy that had, like, worked from sitting back to their cells, whatever, when I got, outside the court yard, whatever, he was, like, part of Lucius, but he was just covering up, because that's his job. But anyways, we find out later on Jamal in another visit, or the same visit, I don't remember. But he stood out to me because he had a, purple suit on, and he's talking with another one. He's his business card. He's like, my name's Thirsty, blah, 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 blah. And here Jamal talking to Dad, like, well, you already got a lawyer talking to him. And, we got, police thing, like, you can't be sitting here talking to another person while you're talking to another person. You're talking to that person, whatever, right? And, another table, you visiting somebody else. Probably about to get them out, too. And so, but Lucius kind of knew what type of dude he was. He said Thirsty said he went to university, or forgot where he had went to, but he's like, it's not Harvard, but somewhere else, and and then here even Jamal trying to say, like, even look at his suit, whatever. But he let it be known, like, well, I got work on that bitch prosecutor, and he let it be known, like, that's the one who's withholding your medicine, so you can plead guilty. Because, that's when Lucius really paid attention. So he said enough, sat at the table with Jamal, and Lucius, let him know, like, I know some shit, and I know how to get stuff done. And, he said enough before he got basically excluded from, visitation area. And so, later on, we see Lucius, and, the same guard, one of the same guards was like, sorry, I had to rub your, act up, but that was my job, but follow me. But he first gave him some medicine. He's like, it's from your lawyer, Thirsty. And he follows him. They go to a storage room, and, it's the equipment that he got from Jamal earlier. And, he, was like, okay, and they up the rap, so they can do a full version of snitching ass bitches. And the first thing I thought about was, it's like, you know, part two, but a spin-off of Hustle and Flow, because I'm thinking about you got, you know, just like part two before, what's his name, Terrence Howard's character in that film got out of jail. And, you know, but it was just a totally different story. But it just, you know, you got at least 3 of the damn characters. You got Luda, you got Tasha, and you got Terrence Howard. And it's talking about rap and all this stuff. I'm just saying, I don't know why, but I just thought about the Hustle and Flow thing. I really did, especially when they had like their personal when Luda at the studio, because that's what it was. The idea was to make a song while I was in here, and I think he was talking about that with Jamal as well. It's like, besides with them like possibly making a hit. I could have forgot, but it was one of the ideas. But I do know, at least know that Luda had, you know, talked it out loud about coming up with the idea of making a song while he's in there. Oh yeah, he did tell Jamal, but that's how he wanted to get the equipment for, you know. And here come Luda's hating ass. Oh, you got country band, this and that, blah blah, and all this stuff. And I'm glad I came to my ship early. And you know, basically arrested and put like Luda and the whole party put on it. He basically let him know like well, you know, I could kill you right now. It's not gonna make you just be another dead rapper and all this stuff. You know, it'll let me know, like, you know, I know every continent, every, you know, every street, every house, how many bathrooms, or everywhere your damn family members stay at. And Luda just basically like, what are you threatening me? That's another charge, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and Luda like, you know how Lucius is, I meant to say. I keep saying Luke because I forgot what his name was in this show, you know, besides being a dickhead. But Lucius just like this, like, you know what? I don't make, you know, I'm gonna get out of here. He you know, Luke's like, what? Cause you're innocent or whatever. And you know, cause he's talking, like I said, through the little slider thing when they put you in the hole by that time. And he like this, like, no, because I'm not like you and that bitch, that prosecutor bitch, whatever her name was. But you know, I do used to remember he called a bitch again. I don't make mistakes, and you know, Lou just slides the thing. And then we see later on that his ass, you know, was going to this car, and he gets 2 guys that basically jump his ass. And later on, these same 2 guys because Luda took, you know, their, you know, the MacBook Pro with the music on it they just recorded. And, you know, Thursday, you know, they meet somewhere in some alley, and he gives them money, make sure the money's, you know, is towards him so the money can come back to him. I seen that. I peeped that. And gave these dudes to pay them off. And so, because he made sure, is the music on here about that? Okay. So, yeah, we'll get to that because I want to see the latest scene, because I just find it kind of like, whoa, okay, damn, that's, Thirst to be on his, Mr. Thirst to be on his shit, okay? So, let's go back and rewind back real quick. Now, we have another scene where, I guess the next day, whatever, and Andre, I mean, like I said, Andre's there, Cookie's there, and Hakeem is there, and Chicken is there, right? And, you know, the whole thing, like, since Jamal, where he won't release music, and Jamal has thought about it, he wants to stay and create his own, you know, empire, whatever. He decides to leak the music himself. He has his friend, and Andre is like, I'm sick and tired of this. He begins to walk out once it was leaked, because he's like, you know, you can get sued, all this other stuff, and Cookie's feeling, just like she felt like Jamal automatically was going to give Hakeem his album, even though despite that she also, you know, didn't get the okay. And then you afterwards you say that you let him, you know, let him know that y'all were leaving somewhere else. He already kind of let you know what his side's on when he sat there and basically snitched on y'all, you know, got the information from his daddy, and his daddy still was able to get Empire, get Mimi on his side. I'm just saying, you know, but I understand, like, Jamal seemed to be the closest out of all the 3 originally, okay? Hakeem just finally got on his mama's side, okay? But anyways, so Hakeem is just sick and tired of stuff, because, you know, like I said, you know, Hakeem decides that he's going to stay with his mom, and he thought was Andre, okay? And I don't know what, because he also asks Ty, and he sees her rehearsing, and she's a song. Could have been inspired based on, you know, their so-called relationship for a second, because she's like, you had me while I was going blah, blah, blah. And he's trying to get her, before this happened, y'all, just like this previous scene, he's watching this, and he's trying to get her to join, you know, his girl group, you know, thing. Because he had, like, 3 Latinos, something like that, and he first didn't want to also, okay, we're going to stop right there. he see Ty in one scene. We see her dancing out in her kind of. I don't know why I thought about that movie Flashdance, what she was wearing besides the see-through tights, legging things. I don't know. But anyways, he's trying to offer her to be a girl group, and Cookie is like, "What the hell is this bullshit?" And walks Ty in to go somewhere else to talk to her, and that's when Jamal pulls up. I think around that time frame, right? But she's like, "What the hell?" You know, Hakeem, I understand, wants to make an empire, but you know, he like says a lot of stuff before thinking, and if he's thinking before he says this stuff, he kind of maybe needs to sit down for another hour with some of the ideas he has. But I get what he's saying, but at times, but Hakeem sometimes, you know, whatever. So, like I said, back to the scene where after the album was album leak, he's like sick and tired. You know, Andre, like I said, was first before he leaked the album. He was saying, you know, about the girl group thing. You can like do like 3 like 10 because he's like I think canceling it because he's like, you know, that's the fastest growing, you know, I guess population as far as like that money making area right there. And he like, nah. And that's when they were talking about the album. He decides, like I said, to leak it just to be like, F it, I don't care if I don't get anything, but it's my music. And that's when Andre's like storm off left and Cookie like, no, don't go. She walked on the highway to try to stop Andre. And Andre basically like this, I'm sick and tired of this Cookie. But did you notice, even though Andre be having his moments, I don't know, like I said, he's taking his meds, did you notice when he called her Cookie and she gave him the look like that and he like, sorry mom. You know, but like I said, I don't know what the Itsy Bitsy Spider thing Kelly Rowan's character was and who was the white performer to question. But he was like, sorry, mom. But it's like, it's not about you. It's about this. He just like, this is not him. This is not what all I worked for. This is not where it's at. I'm sorry. I have to leave. Just whatever. And I thought like with that suit thing that he had on top of the black tee that he had on, I thought I don't know why he was just like this. And he just was like, you know, corporate, like, fuck you, some type of thing. Like, if he would have breathed the wrong way in the house, said he looked like, you know. But like I said, we see her with Akeem, and, you know, they're sweeping, and guess who's on the radio? It's Lucia's ass with snitching ass bitch. Now, I don't know if it was indirectly towards Anika / to Cookie. Maybe so. You know, I thought there were good turns by the end of last episode, but who knows, okay? But now they like, oh shit. And then Cookie's like, that's why we gotta get this place up and running when your daddy gets out here. Because they already know like, oh, he on the radio, he gonna stop Akeem or anything. But right beforehand, I think around the same time, Akeem went to go pay Jamal business. I guess Michael must have been asleep or, you know, at Cordelia at high school, whatever. But he was talking to him and when they were talking about that, because, you know, Jamal was still saying, you know, we can do the music like we used to, team up and do music, woo, 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 and all this other stuff, right? And then he let him know, you know, Hakeem let him know, no, I'm not coming back, bro. And then he let him know, like, the album, because remember, he thought, just like Cookie thought Jamal was not going to act a certain way, so did Hakeem. Because Hakeem was like, you know, well, I put the album online and leaked it, you know, basically, right? And here go Jamal. We'll sue your motherfucking ass and all this other stuff, right? You know, that niceness on the piano and love you went out the damn window. Say, fuck you, bitch. I'm slashing fucking top. I'm fucking you up, okay, on sight. Slash. Just slash it. Shank your ass. That's pretty much the attitude that he changed to, okay? So, Hakeem was like, you can do whatever you want, but fine. You know, I'll go to Madison Garden. I'll give you and Dad some VIP tickets. Jamal's like, you ain't even know, you know, the Madison Square Garden. You can't even be the back of the garden of a Better Home. Shit, what the fuck? So he like, you know, but watch me. Don't believe me, just watch. Okay, so he leaves, and you know now they mad at each other the moment, I guess. So, anyways, like I said, during after you got Cookie and you know, I guess like Hakeem, I guess are supposed to work by themselves or whatever at the moment. And so the last scene that I remember that stands out. Now, we got prosecutor Miss Titties again. Now, she kind of covered up a little bit, but she likes wearing black, obviously, I guess, to kill the defendant, whatever, you know, indirectly, you know what I'm saying, and kill their dreams of getting the fuck out, or at least not on her terms, or, you know, whatever. At least not on their terms, I meant to say, but, you know, on her terms only, either you're going to stay in there, whatever, just something. And then, but still, she giving us titties right here, okay, on display, all right? So, here go Lucius Jamal right there. You know, he was the only one right there for his dad, you know, bail him, right? Even Andre, after that shit, he didn't even put her in that motherfucker. So, anyways, here come Thirsty, right? Hold on, I got some more evidence, blah, 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 right? He hands Miss Titties I know her name's Brown or bitch or whatever what you call her. He hands her some evidence, right? And he gives the judge, right, the evidence. And when we open up and see, I thought it was going to be really like some evidence to throw it off, right? Yeah, some evidence, all right. We see the judge with some gag in his mouth. It looked like some leather outfit, like he been a gimp or whatever. If y'all remember, what is it, Pulp Fiction? Y'all understand what a gimp is, I guess. You're okay. But he like gag in his mouth, some type of whip or something, and I don't think it was with his wife, okay, if he is married, you know what I mean? So he just looking, and we just see like 2 photos, and just looked like he was in a very compromised position, and you know, and has a, you know, somebody that goes in a dominatrix and say, I'll give you, please give me the safety word, and lift up 2 fingers when you think the pain is not enough, and I'll tell you when I stop, you know, just, yeah, that type of thing, right? So he's like this, you know what? On this note, after he looked at the evidence, the judge is like this. Based on this, Lucius is not a risk. He is not over to anyone. Bail at $1 million. And here go Miss Titties, like, what is going on here? Blah, blah, blah. So it's interesting what Thirsty gave. Thirsty gonna get, you know, Thirsty is that dude. I wonder he's gonna come back the rest of the season, because I'm like, he is no effing joke, okay? So, anyways, Lucius gets out. That was pretty much it in the episode, and we got the credits. I think I got pretty much that. We see more dividing up the family, and like I said, poor Andre. Not really poor Andre, but it's just like, what the hell is going to happen? You got Hakeem, Cookie. Now, Cookie worried about, we gotta do this when your dad gets out. Well, y'all better start right now, because he probably gonna get out a couple seconds after we just seen the last scene. And that is it, y'all. That's, like I said, I'm about to take my butt to bed. I'm probably going to review Rosewood maybe tomorrow. A lot of y'all, including my YouTube cousins, Courtney and Mike B, they were like, Courtney also knows my nerdy pony. Check her out. They're like, we like the show, but we don't know. And it is sad when a show is like a crime type of show, and when you post to know the reason why the killer killed the victim or victims, and it actually is not descriptive. But that's another story, y'all. But sorry, y'all have a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend. I definitely see y'all in the next video. Bam! I'm taking myself to bed. Night, night, y'all.